That's once again come to the fore among these allies. Now, even as the details of the alliance with regards to the seat sharing is yet to be finalized, these parties are busy bickering over a slew of issues, whether it's the issue of which language to speak on, who will be the face of the alliance, or of course the seat sharing deal and how it's going to play out in different states. All of these issues has now become the top talking point of the India Alliance meet. I'll get you all the big differences, the big talking points from the meet that took place yesterday. A look at the headlines first. Parliament stalemate continues as two more opposition MPs suspended today. Total MPs suspended rises to 143. Sonia Rahul lead opposition protest. TMC MP faces flak for mocking Vice President Dhankar and refuses to apologize. BJP Chief JP Nadda lambasts Rahul for recording mimicry, hurls jibe of clowns at Rahul Gandhi. Mamata Banerjee confirms India Today's big news break on Congress chief floated as the opposition's PM face, says Kejriwal endorsed proposal but denies rift in opposition bloc.
खड़गे जी को नाम हमने किया है कि हर लोग पूछता है एक फेस तो चाहिए तुम्हारा फेस को
Cracks deepen in the opposition bloc with Nitish Kumar reportedly miffed over the North versus South issue. DMK MP TR Baalu seeks transcript of Nitish's speech and the Bihar Chief Minister fumes, says everyone should know Hindi. Landmark legal system overhaul by Home Minister Amit Shah. All three revised criminal reform bills passed in the Lok Sabha.
या कोई मोदी जी ने प्रधानमंत्री बनने के बाद गुलामी की मानसिकता और गुलामी के सारे चिन्ह इस देश में से जल्दी मिट जाए और नए आत्मविश्वास के साथ महान भारत की रचना का रास्ता प्रशस्त हो, इस पर आग्रह रखा।
And India Today accesses the first image of 1993 Mumbai blast accused Tiger Memon. This is the terrorist's first image ever seen in 30 years. India Today sources confirm that Memon is currently hiding in Pakistan.
"24 hours after India meet. Differences out in the open. From language war to PM fight. Non-stop bickering between allies. Nitish's Hindi gyan lost in translation. Angry Nitish blasts DMK over Hindi. Mamata says Kharge for PM.
खड़गे जी को होना चाहिए खड़गे जी अगर फेस होगा तो ठीक है और हमारा कोई इतराज नहीं है और हमको सपोर्ट दिया है और बिन केजरीवाल
But allies divide over PM face. India divided they fall. Top focus on 6 PM Prime.
And as we get you all the details, what transpired in the India meet yesterday, let's get you a big breaking news that's coming in. A reaction from one of those leaders who was a part of the meeting yesterday, a JDU MP who's now mocked the entire exercise, the entire huddle, saying that last time at least we got chai samosa. This time there was no any sort of refreshments given to us, only samosa, no chai, no biscuit offered to us. And then he says that the Congress wants nothing to do with this alliance. The only thing they care about is ensuring they have adequate funds. I was urging everyone in the meeting to donate funds to the Congress. This JDU MP's comment has obviously triggered a massive storm as he's claimed that there's no focus really on any of the talking points. It's all about the refreshments and snacks that are distributed, and even that was lacking. The Congress is only focused on their own donation drive, and even that is all that they care about, nothing to do with the seat sharing or alliance. So he says no big takeaway from this meet except that we didn't get our chai or biscuits. I won't play out for you what the JDU MP here has said.
मैंने इससे पहले भी एक बार कहा था कि इंडिया अलायंस की बैठक में चाय समोसे पर ही मीटिंग सिमटाई हुई है, परंतु कल चाय बिस्कुट पर इसलिए सिमट कर रह गई कि कांग्रेस ने अभी हाल में 2 दिन पहले कहा था कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के पास फंड की कमी है। 138 रुपया, 1380 रुपया या 13,800 वो लोगों से डोनेशन मांग रही है, तो इसलिए डोनेशन अभी आने में विलम्ब है। तब तक के लिए कल बिना समोसे की चाय बिस्किट पर ही चर्चा होकर समाप्त हो गई, बिना किसी भी सीरियस मुद्दे पर कोई चर्चा हुई।
And this is as embarrassing as it gets, because you've got many of the allies shooting themselves in the foot with these kind of comments. It's not the only one. You've seen a slew of them in the last 24 hours alone since the meeting happened, that once again puts the focus on the serious differences in this bloc, which seems impossible really for any of the parties to overcome. Whether it's on the PM face with Mamta and Kejriwal saying they want Mallikarjun Kharge, Nitish reportedly storming off after the meeting, unhappy over this proposition, to a language issue where Nitish Kumar gave a speech in Hindi and the DMK sort of translation which irked Nitish even more, to perhaps more additions to the India alliance. Akhilesh Yadav saying there is no way I will agree to stay in this alliance if the BSP is brought in. There are clearly a lot of issues that remain to be ironed out. In the process of this 4th India alliance meet that's happened, there's no convener that's been named, no seat sharing deal that's been agreed upon, no campaign slogan that's really come out either. So all of the agenda that we've spoken about in the meet, none of that really accomplished, and no details of any of that 24 hours on.
Over 24 opposition parties with the shared goal of removing Narendra Modi, but the India bloc is witnessing massive rumbling with just months to go before the general polls. Multiple differences have cropped up in the opposition grouping, making the Modi Hatao task even more formidable. While West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee confirmed India Today's newsbreak that she has endorsed Congress Chief Kharge as the face of the India alliance, her move made Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad immediately see red. Both Bihar satraps left in a huff. Even Kharge himself was stunned.
खड़गे जी को नाम हमने किया है कि हर लोग पूछता है एक फेस तो चाहिए, तुम्हारा फेस कौन है, तो इसी के लिए हम प्रपोजल दिया था कि खड़गे जी को होना चाहिए। खड़गे जी अगर फेस होगा तो ठीक है, और हमारा कोई एतराज नहीं है, और हमको सपोर्ट दिया है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी।
हमने पहले सभी लोग जीत के आना है, जीत के लिए क्या करना उसके बारे में हम सोचे। कौन प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनना ये बाद में की बात है।
Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar reportedly sparked a North versus South divide after DMK MP TR Baalu sought a translation of his Hindi speech. A furious Nitish shot back at Tamil Nadu CM Stalin, saying Hindi is the national language and everyone must learn it. Nitish sternly told his party not to translate his Hindi speech.
Just to clarify, on the record, we don't have a national language in that sense that some people have misunderstood it. We have an official language which is both Hindi and English, and the work of the union is conducted in the language of each state: Malayalam in Kerala, Tamil in Tamil Nadu, Hindi in Bihar, and either English or Hindi can be used as a linked language for communication. That's the way this country has been functioning. So it is not a Rashtra Bhasha, it is a Raj Bhasha. There is a big difference.
SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav was upset after reports of Mayawati being invited to the India bloc. The Samajwadi Party chief served an ultimatum asking Congress to choose either him or Mayawati.
देखिए, इनका गठबंधन ये तो स्पष्ट है कि चलने वाला इन लोगों का नहीं है। ये आपस में लाठी चलाएंगे और आप देखते रहिएगा, जस जस चुनाव नजदीक आता जाएगा वैसे इनकी दूरियां भी बढ़ती जाएंगी।
Mamata sparked a face-off with Samajwadi Party after reportedly suggesting a Priyanka versus Modi fight in Varanasi. SP hit back saying it has the sole right to decide UP candidates.
कांग्रेस को भी अगर बड़े वो राष्ट्रीय रोल में सामने हैं तो उन्हें अपनी लाइन क्लियर करनी पड़ेगी कि वो क्षेत्रीय दलों के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं। और जब जिम्मेदारी एक बार माननीय अखिलेश जी को दे दी गई कि वो उत्तर प्रदेश में तय करेंगे कि कौन कहां पे कैसे होगा, क्षेत्रीय दलों का कैसे सामंजस्य बनेगा, तो उनके ऊपर भरोसा किया जाना चाहिए।
India bloc is also witnessing AAP Congress tussle over tie-up in Punjab. AAP Punjab unit categorically rejected any tie-up with bitter rival Congress.
ਹਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ 13 ਦੀਆਂ 13 ਲੋਕ ਸਭਾ ਸੀਟਾਂ ਦੀ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਕਰੋ ਜੀ, ਸਟ੍ਰੈਟਜੀ ਬਣਾਓ, ਕਾਸਟ ਕੰਬੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਪਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਸੋ ਪੂਰੀ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਤਰੀਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 13 ਦੀਆਂ 13 ਲੋਕ ਸਭਾ ਸੀਟਾਂ ਲੜਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ।
The nascent opposition group is yet to decide seat sharing, common poll manifesto and a face to take on Modi charisma, leaving allies like Shiv Sena and JDU jittery and targeting Congress over inordinate delay. Bureau Report, India Today.
So let's talk about each of the issues that have really come to the fore in the India alliance. And for that, I'd also like to bring in all of our reporters joining us on this broadcast. We've got from the national capital, getting us the inside track of what was discussed, Rahul Gautam. Pramod Madhav joins me live from Chennai on the DMK and their role really in the India alliance. Rohit Singh getting us exclusive news breaks on the JDU and RJD from Patna. We've got Samaj Srivastava joining us live from Lucknow on Akhilesh Yadav also being miffed at the possibility of BSP joining this alliance. And finally also Manjit Sehgal getting us all the updates from Chandigarh on how AAP at this point is refusing any sort of seat sharing deal with the Congress. I want to first focus on what happened between Nitish Kumar and DMK. Now, this was the information that we picked up, that Nitish Kumar was giving his speech in Hindi. And TR Baalu was seated there, the DMK MP. Along with him was Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. They were having a hard time really understanding what Nitish Kumar is saying, so they requested Manoj of RJD to ensure there was a translation. So Manoj went up to Nitish to request the same. Nitish lost his cool and said, "We live in Hindustan. Everyone should know Hindi. Hindi is our national language." Now, this is a comment that simply DMK has opposed tooth and nail repeatedly. At every given chance, at a drop of a hat, they've said, stop Hindi imposition. And yet when this happened, when Nitish Kumar said that there will be no translation, Hindi, everyone should know we live in Hindustan, there wasn't a peep from the DMK. The DMK MP Chief Minister sat there and allowed the speech to go on in Hindi. It's obviously led to a lot of questions about obviously differences also on the issue of language and whether the DMK softened their stand somehow on the issue of Hindi imposition, which they've raised repeatedly on several fronts against the central government. Rohit Singh got us those details of exactly what transpired in the India meet. Rohit, it was Nitish Kumar who was speaking in Hindi and he refused to allow any sort of translation, knowing full well that the DMK, has taken on the stand against Hindi imposition, saying that if we don't know the language, ensure we're accommodated. That clearly didn't happen in this meeting.
Well, Akshita, DMK may be against Hindi, but Nitish Kumar is not. And how much he is averse to English language is well known to everyone. In the last few months, we have seen several instances in Patna and many places in Bihar wherever Nitish Kumar has been going, how he has literally expressed his displeasure at officials, people who speak in English at any event or even at any government function. So Nitish Kumar has literally expressed his displeasure at that. And yesterday when he was speaking in Hindi and when TR Baalu asked for a translation from Manoj, that really irked Nitish Kumar, and maybe that perhaps could one of the reasons behind that could also be the fact that Nitish Kumar, since he has been sidelined in the I.N.D.I.A alliance and he has not been given any kind of a top post about which there has been speculations for the last few days that he might be made the convener of this I.N.D.I.A alliance, and it's been like 4 meetings that have taken place, but still nothing big for Nitish Kumar that is happening, and that is why perhaps this could also be one of the reasons why Nitish may be annoyed, and that is why he expressed his displeasure at TR Baalu over him questioning him why he was speaking in Hindi and asking for a translation.
So
and that is why when he reprimanded TR Baalu and said that you should be knowing Hindi, and Hindi is the language of the Hindustan.
And the fact is that, you know, when this entire conversation happened, and let me bring in Pramod Madhav also on this. Pramod, the fact is that when this conversation happened and Nitish Kumar said, you know, everyone should know Hindi, there was no objection raised by the DMK to that comment. They didn't storm out of the meeting. They agreed. There was no translation that was given for them of what Nitish Kumar said, or for that matter, what other leaders said in Hindi. And this doesn't augur well for the DMK and their image, you know, because they've constantly raised this issue of Hindi imposition. And here they are sitting in a meeting where Hindi is being spoken with no sort of accommodation for DMK leaders who don't understand the language.
It absolutely is unbelievable, Akshita, that DMK, actually the leaders of DMK were there even after this issue occurred, because DMK, for one thing, will not agree that in Hindi is a national language. DMK has constantly said it is only an official language, and any kind of such word is considered as imposition. Not just 2-3 days ago, there was an issue where a person from Tamil Nadu was apparently stopped by a CRPS official, and he has said that Hindi is a national language. Immediately, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and the Sports Minister Udayanidhi Stalin condemned the issue, and they also tagged CRPF headquarters, asking them to take action against the concerned officer. However, such an issue has occurred inside the I.N.D.I.A bloc, and we don't see any kind of opposition. In fact, we earlier spoke to the Organization Secretary T.K. Ilangovan, and when we put forward this question, he said that it is a minor issue. It was a kind of not a kind of a conventional meeting, and there were no translators. And he only questioned back, what would Nitish Kumar do if he goes to Bengal or Tamil Nadu? He would definitely need a translator, and that is what we sought for. We didn't see any kind of opposition or condemning against Nitish Kumar's such a comment, Akshita.
But if only that point was put forth in the India meet as well, how would a Mr. Nitish Kumar manage if he travelled to Tamil Nadu? If the entire meet, everyone was speaking in Tamil, wouldn't he have sought a translator? Wouldn't that have been provided to him? That, unfortunately, wasn't an argument put forth in the meet yesterday. I'd like to thank Pramod. Rohit, I request you to stay on with me because we're going to continue focusing on the Lalu-Nitish issues as well. Let's shift to the other big difference that cropped up in this meeting. That is Mamta versus Congress. Now, Mamta Banerjee put forth several views in this meeting. One was, she said that as far as the battle for Varanasi is concerned, where the Prime Minister is the elected representative, she wants Priyanka Gandhi to take on Prime Minister Modi directly head-on in Varanasi. Not just that, she also said that for the last many months, the reason we've seen delays in any sort of decision being taken by the India alliance is because of the Congress. She's saying that Congress has wasted 6 months of time without doing any preparations for the 2024 elections. So she's put the onus also largely on the Congress to figure out the seat-sharing deal for Bengal, which is going to be no walk in the park because they'll have to figure out how much TMC will get, which is alliance chair essentially, and how much the Congress will be okay with. And Mamta has also set a deadline of January 15th, saying, look, by now, by January 15th, come up with some out-of-the-box ideas to take on the BJP in the 2024 battle. So it's interesting to see how Mamta, while proposing that Mallikarjun Kharge be the PM face, is also clearly putting the onus on the Congress, saying you need to buck up to ensure that we have a chance. There are also questions about whether with Kharge being projected as the PM face by Mamta, she's kind of trying to also sideline the Gandhis by also saying that Priyanka should take on Prime Minister Modi directly in Varanasi. And in just about 24 hours since the meeting, already the left is taking on Mamta Banerjee over the seat-sharing deal talks that are happening in Bengal, saying clearly that we need to be aware of people who will sink this boat. Now, this is the left, CPIM, taking a jibe, saying that in every state there are some parties which are powerful and we need to be able to understand that. They've even accused Mamta Banerjee and BJP of being in an alliance, as bizarre as it gets, considering that the left very clearly is also part of the India alliance. And you've got the CPM saying that Mamta and the BJP are allies, as bizarre as it gets.
पूरे देश में बीजेपी को हराने के लिए हम सब लोग कोशिश करेंगे, लेकिन जो बीजेपी के साथ थे, बीजेपी के साथ हैं या बीजेपी के साथ जाएंगे, उसके बारे में होशियारी बरतना पड़ेगा। और ऐसे फरिश्त भी है जो एक तरफ इंडिया के बैठक में जाते हैं, दूसरे दिन मोदी को जाके बोलते हैं दादा किचु भालो खराब किचु मने करबेन ना। तो ऐसे एजेंट प्रोवोकेटर्स से भी संभल कर रहना चाहिए। ये जो खारगे जी का नाम उछाला गया, ये जो 30 तारीख को 31 तारीख को अल्टीमेटम दिया जा रहा है, ये सब उसी का हिस्सा है। जो लोग नाव में चढ़े तो हैं, लेकिन नाव नदियां पार करके ताकि घाट में जाए, उसके बजाय नाव के अंदर ही तलातुम तैयार हो जाए, उसकी कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
Let me bring in Rahul Gautam on this broadcast. Rahul, keeping aside all of the differences over the seat sharing really that's playing out in Bengal already, even before there's any sort of deal that's been finalized, Mamata Banerjee seems to be largely putting pressure on the Congress here as far as the India alliance and their success chances are concerned. She seems to be saying that, look, a lot of the hard work needs to be done by the Congress, and there will be many who speculate on whether Mamata Banerjee is trying effectively to ensure that the Congress is largely also beyond the Gandhis.
Absolutely, Akshita, and there has been constant bickering from India alliance parties that how Congress party is delaying things as far as preparations in a run-up for Lok Sabha polls are concerned. In fact, yesterday also TMC sources clearly indicated to Congress party, TMC leaders that they should expedite things, given the fact that there have already been 170 days since India bloc was pledged by 28 political parties. This meeting, that fourth meeting, is also happening after a long gap of 80 days. So it's better that we should expedite things. In fact, yesterday only they set a deadline of 31st of December, which is now we are learning has been extended till 15th of January. And you can say that it is the impact of yesterday's meeting that as we speak, Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, Congress president, they all are meeting leaders from Bengal Congress. Now, primarily TMC is accusing Congress for two things. That on one hand, there has been already a delay in terms of establishing an agenda for this upcoming Lok Sabha polls. What are going to be slogans? We are going to hold political rallies. And second is this, that Congress party is yet to take a decision that whether they're going to do an alliance with left parties or with TMC. Remember, in 2019, Congress party forged an alliance with left parties.
Yeah.
And I can, this is what we've been given to understand, that there's not going to be an alliance of all three parties, primarily Congress, left or Mamata, Banerjee. So clearly,
so it's
you can
interesting
expect
really
that
to see what will play out in Bengal.
difficult.
But what's clear is that Mamata is also putting largely the onus on the Congress to ensure that the India alliance is a success. Let's talk about the other big difference, and this is on seat sharing beyond Bengal. One of the biggest headaches for the India bloc is going to be figuring out what to do in states like Delhi and Punjab. And this was something that even Mallikarjun Kharge conceded yesterday, saying that these are harder states to crack. Already information trickling in right now that the I.N.D.I.A party has very clearly communicated that we will have no seat sharing deal in Punjab. We will not split seats in Punjab. They've said that they're open to going ahead and having a deal on seat sharing for Delhi, which is not surprising considering that in Lok Sabha elections in Delhi, it always is a sweep by the BJP. So to change that, perhaps they're okay with seat sharing in Delhi. But Punjab AAP is saying that we will fight solo with no seats being given to Congress. I want to bring in Manjit Sehgal also on this. Manjit, AAP in Punjab, very, very clear that there's no question of them budging. They're not going to share seats in any way with the Congress at all. Why is that? Why is the AAP taken such a hard stance as far as Punjab is concerned, while in Delhi they're saying we're open to a seat sharing deal?
Well, Akshita, in fact, the statements being given by the I.N.D.I.A party leaders and the Congress leaders in Punjab have in fact highlighted the contradictions within the India bloc. Arvind Kejriwal, while addressing a rally on Sunday, asked people to vote for all the 13 seats. Congress leaders are also saying they've been asked by the party high command to prepare for all the 13 seats, which means both the parties are not ready to share the seats. As far as the Congress is concerned, Congress leaders say that the ruling Aam Aadmi Party government was targeting its leaders. Half a dozen leaders, including the 2 former cabinet ministers, have been put in the jails on graft charges. So this is the reason number one why Congress don't want to ally with the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. The second reason is this. Congress thinks that in 2019, party had won 8 seats, but later in the assembly elections, the Aam Aadmi Party won 92 seats. So it got 42% of vote share. Congress just got only 23% vote share. So AAP is not keen to ally with Congress because of the vote share in Punjab. But all these local leaders continue to maintain that they are waiting for a word from their senior leaders and the senior leadership in Delhi.
Let's see how it plays out. But what's clear is that there's going to be no dialogue about it because Kejriwal has already gone off for his Vipassana meditation retreat. He's not going to be available for the next 10 days for any sort of dialogue with the Aam Aadmi Party. So there'll be a stalemate as far as Punjab is concerned for the next 10 days where the pause button has been hit on talks with regards to seat sharing for Punjab. All right, let's focus on Uttar Pradesh. Akhilesh Yadav was a part, of course, of the India Alliance meet yesterday, had sent out his message as far as seat sharing for UP is concerned. There's already been talks about ripples because of the fact that in Madhya Pradesh, SP wasn't given any sort of seat sharing deal with the Congress, and Akhilesh very openly said, I'll walk out if there's a need. Now, the other warning that's been shot off is that if any allies reach out to Mayawati, if she's included in the alliance in any way, Akhilesh Yadav has said, then the Samajwadi Party will no longer be a part of this alliance. So that's the ultimatum that he's shot off now to the India Alliance. And this is because there's been a lot of reports suggesting that there are backroom talks happening with Mayawati to bring the BSP on board in the India Alliance as well. I want to bring in Samad Srivastava on this, or what's really happening in Uttar Pradesh. Samad, does it look likely that, the BSP could join the India Alliance? Are there talks really happening? Is there any sort of truth or, any sort of reason that Akhilesh has decided to shoot off this warning yesterday in the meeting?
Well, Akshita, one thing was very clear once Congress lost Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, that Akhilesh Yadav is going to dominate this seat sharing thing whenever next India Alliance meeting will take place in Delhi. And that is what happening right now. You saw yesterday Akhilesh Yadav clearly gave an ultimatum to Congress party that if you are in talks with BSP Chief Mayawati, then believe me that within 15 days we will leave this alliance or think something else for the Lok Sabha elections. This is a big statement from Akhilesh Yadav because we haven't seen Akhilesh Yadav that aggressive in the previous meetings of India Alliance. That happened, though he had his say, but this time around he has come with a perfect befitting reply. And this is also a mix what happened in Madhya Pradesh between Congress party and the Samajwadi Party. The tussle regarding to the seat sharing, where Akhilesh demanded some seats while Congress did not give Samajwadi Party those seats, and later on Akhilesh announced more than 40 or 50 candidates in Madhya Pradesh. Though the result could have been different, but Akhilesh Yadav in a way clearly in the public rallies of Madhya Pradesh said that Congress is BJP and BJP is Congress, and this is what the statement of Akhilesh Yadav clearly signifies, that there is no space for Mayawati if Akhilesh Yadav is there.
And we'll see whether the rest of the allies really heed his warning, saying that the SP will walk off if the BSP is included in the alliance. Thanks very much, Samal, for joining us with those details. The big talking point, however, with regards to this entire alliance and the differences are over the PM face, because you had Mamata Banerjee and Kejriwal going ahead and naming Mallikarjun Kharge, saying he should be the Prime Minister face. There was one leader in particular who was extremely miffed, and that was Nitish Kumar, who reportedly walked off along with Lalu Yadav soon after the meeting took place. They didn't stay back for the press conference, sparking speculation that Nitish Kumar was counting on getting some sort of a post, on being named as the convener, as someone who had brought all of these parties together in the first place. That didn't happen, and that reportedly has had him miffed. He walked off in a huff soon after the meeting came to an end. Before I bring in Rohit Singh on this, let's also cut across to breaking news that's coming in. So Nitish Kumar and Lalu walked off soon after the meeting, and reports suggest that they were miffed over Kharge's name being proposed without any sort of consultation. But there's also news coming in that there seems to be some sort of a tussle playing out between the JDU and the RJD, that there could be differences between Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav. Reportedly, there's been no conversation between Nitish and Lalu for the last many months. They haven't been in communication with each other. Nitish and even Tejaswi Yadav have not been seen together in recent times, avoiding any sort of communication, any sort of encounter. They've largely not been seen together at any event. Even to attend the meeting of the I.N.D.I.A alliance, they were seen arriving separately. And let me bring in Rohit Singh on this as well. Rohit, you've got differences between the Bihar allies. You've got Nitish Kumar very clearly upset that nobody's recognized his role in bringing together this I.N.D.I.A alliance. So there's going to be a big question mark on the JDU, because Nitish Kumar, of course, is known to be someone who changes his mind, goes back and forth, owes allegiance to no one.
Akshita, see, though Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad may be claiming that they are natural alliance partners, but that is not the fact, because remember, from the day Nitish Kumar has once again formed government with Mahagathbandhan, coming back to the Mahagathbandhan fold, Tejaswi Yadav and RJD has been eyeing the CM post. So there has been a real difference and rift between JDU and RJD over when Tejaswi Yadav will become the Chief Minister of Bihar, when Nitish Kumar will hand over the baton to the RJD scion, has remained a big question. And amidst all this, we are hearing that for the last few days there has been a difference between JDU and RJD because of the fact that Nitish Kumar and Tejaswi Yadav have not been seen at many places at an event where both had to be present. And in the backdrop of that, yesterday when in the I.N.D.I.A meeting we saw Mamata Banerjee proposing the name of Mallikarjun Kharge as the PM face, that really irked Nitish Kumar, because as I was telling you earlier also, ever since this alliance has been formed, Nitish Kumar was expecting that since some sort of a big role will be given to him, because remember, he has been the Sutradhar of this opposition
and
alliance.
Yet there's been no recognition of that really, Rohit, which is what has got Nitish miffed. We'll see if in the next round maybe he's named as the convener, but so far no announcement in that regard. Thanks very much, Rohit. I'd like to thank all of our reporters for joining us on this broadcast. All right, on the other side of a short break here at 6 p.m. Prime, we'll get your highlights of Home Minister Amit Shah's speech in Parliament. No, he didn't speak on the Parliament security breach, but spoke rather on the revised criminal reform bills that have been passed in the Lok Sabha.
India, as you know, is a land of diversity, where countless stories are born every day. A brand that has celebrated the rich mosaic of our country, India Today, is the brand that has been covering stories from all spheres of life from across the country tirelessly, making sense of the myriad India and the Indians residing in here. The story of India Today and the story of my latest film, Donkey, which is inspired by the phenomenal dreams and struggles of the same Indians and is a story about love and friendship filled with humor and heart.
हमने मजबूरी में अपना घर छोड़ा था, वरना कोई अपना देश, अपना परिवार, अपने दोस्तों को छोड़कर क्यों जाएगा सरहदों पे गोली खाने?
While my film Donkey symbolizes the struggle of many who leave home and their loved ones behind in the hope for a better life, they miss their homeland in this tough bargain. But it's their spirit that helps them carry on. India Today has been capturing the indomitable spirit of being an Indian for over 5 decades now. India Today, making sense to India, making sense of India.
ये कौन सी परिभाषा में सरकार से सवाल पूछना संसद की मर्यादा भंग होती है?
It's clear they want an opposition मुक्त लोकसभा.
क्या सोच के ये नया संसद बनाया जे इसको लोकतंत्र का कब्रिस्तान बनाना है?
Mass suspensions of opposition MPs galvanize anti-BJP parties. On Tuesday, 49 members of parliament from the opposition ranks faced suspension, a record 141 in this winter session alone. 95 MPs suspended from the Lok Sabha and 46 from the Rajya Sabha so far. The lawmakers demanded a statement from Home Minister Amit Shah regarding last week's security breach. Their suspension attributed to alleged disruption of House proceedings. The opposition MPs held protest, chanting slogans and displaying placards against the Modi government. The BJP responded swiftly, labeling the act reckless and criticizing Rahul Gandhi for recording it. The Vice President and the Rajya Sabha Chair, Jagdeep Dhankar, deemed it ridiculous and unacceptable.
We had the occasion to see the lowest level. Mr. Chidambaram is here. Mr. Chidambaram, you are a very senior member. Imagine what must be going through my heart when your senior leader videographs a member parliament mocking the institution of chairman. As an individual, take on me.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi hit out at the opposition's conduct while addressing the BJP parliamentary party meeting on Tuesday. The recent wave of suspensions was triggered by a vocal opposition demanding the Home Minister's statement on last week's intrusion. Stepping out, the suspended MPs, joined by their colleagues, continued their protest on the Parliament compound. Hostilities between the ruling and the opposition camps escalate sharply ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Bureau Report, India Today.
Welcome back. You had a revamp of the criminal justice system, essentially, with the criminal laws being passed in the Lok Sabha, amid, of course, the empty opposition benches. Home Minister Amit Shah spoke in Parliament and raised several of the issues that the very few opposition MPs who were in the House also spoke of. But largely, he put the focus on reform, saying that this is something that Prime Minister Modi had envisioned to get rid of obsolete criminal laws. Let's get you some of the highlights of what Home Minister Amit Shah said, because it also puts the spotlight on the changes that have been brought in to the criminal justice system.
मॉब लिंचिंग घृणित अपराध है और उसको हम नए कानून में फांसी की सजा का प्रावधान कर इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं। मगर अब मैं आपको पूछना चाहता हूं, आपने भी इस देश में 70 साल में 58 साल शासन किया है, आपने मॉब लिंचिंग को भला अब तक क्यों नहीं लाए थे? हम तो जब बदलाव किए तब लाए। मॉब लिंचिंग शब्द का उपयोग हमें गाली बोलने के लिए तो खूब किया, मगर जब सत्ता में आए तब भूल गए। इस प्रकार के व्यवहार को जनता जानती है। राजद्रोह को देशद्रोह में बदलने का काम किया। पहले राजद्रोह की व्याख्या थी, मैं आगे डिटेल में बताऊंगा। राज से मतलब शासन था, भारत नहीं था। किसी भी राज्यकर्ता के खिलाफ कोई भी कुछ बोलता था तो इसके पर अपराध राजद्रोह का कानून लग जाता था। हमने व्यक्ति की जगह देश को रखा है। व्यक्ति की टीका ये लोकतंत्र का सबसे अच्छा लक्षण है। गृह मंत्रालय ने 2019 से इसमें परिवर्तन लाने के लिए गहन विचार विमर्श चालू किया था। एक गुलाम प्रजा को गवर्न करने के लिए बनाए हुए कानून थे और इसकी जगह अब ये जो कानून आ रहे हैं वो हमारी संविधान की मूल 3 चीजें, व्यक्ति की स्वतंत्रता, मानव के अधिकार और सबके साथ समान व्यवहार, ये 3 सिद्धांतों के आधार पर बनाए जा रहे कानून है। ये इसका मूल परिवर्तन है। पहले दंड देने की सेंट्रलाइज सोच वाली कानून थे, अब विक्टिम सेंट्रिक जस्टिस इसका यहाँ पर उद्भव होने जा रहा है। ईज ऑफ जस्टिस को सरल, सुसंगत, पारदर्शी और जवाबदेही प्रोसीजर के माध्यम से साकार किया गया है और एनफोर्समेंट के लिए निष्पक्ष, समयबद्ध, एविडेंस बेस्ड स्पीडी ट्रायल, कोर्ट तथा प्रिजन का इससे बर्डन कम होने वाला है और कन्विक्शन रेशियो भी इससे बढ़ने वाला है। इस देश में ढेर सारे मुकदमे हैं, देश को हिला देने वाले मुकदमे, चाहे बम्बई बम ब्लास्ट हो या कोई, और वो लोग पाकिस्तान में या कहीं और देशों में शरण लेकर बैठे हैं, ट्रायल नहीं चलती है। मान्यवर, अब इनके यहाँ आने की जरूरत नहीं है। 90 दिन के अगर वो कोर्ट के सामने नहीं आते हैं तो उनकी अनुपस्थिति में ट्रायल होगी, एक सरकारी वकील उनकी पैरवी करेगा, फांसी भी होगी, जन्मटिप भी।
And with those updates, I'm slipping into a short break here on 6 p.m. Prime. On the other side, we're shifting away from politics to talk about the other big clash. The clash in the box office. Get set for that tomorrow as SRK's Donkey releases tomorrow and will be squaring off against Prabhas's much-awaited Salar.
"24 hours of unprecedented rainfall has led to this situation in South Tamil Nadu. Areas completely underwater, houses coming crashing down, and hundreds of people stranded, including passengers at a train station that's completely cut off. Life has come to an absolute standstill in Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari and Thoothukudi as rescue operations continue in full swing. The Indian Air Force and Navy has been pressed into service, providing aid and also conducting aerial rescues. NDRF teams are working round the clock in Tirunelveli as towns have been completely cut off due to swollen rivers. Meanwhile, hundreds of passengers remain stranded at the Sri Vaikundam railway station, unable to leave and with no food or water. Rescue teams have now successfully reached the location, but the evacuation process is still underway. As authorities are working on a war footing to rescue those stranded, politics has also taken center stage as the opposition has questioned the timing of Chief Minister Stalin's visit to Delhi to attend the India Alliance meet. While Governor R.N. Ravi held a review meet, BJP lashed out at Chief Minister Stalin for being an absentee Chief Minister. Stalin, however, is meeting Prime Minister Modi to seek financial assistance from the centre. Weeks after Cyclone Mikjom wreaked havoc in Chennai, it's now South Tamil Nadu that is on its knees after record rainfall. With Shilpa Nair in Thoothukudi and Shibimol in Tirunelveli, Bureau Report, India Today. Pollutants other than particulate matter are the lesser evil and can adversely affect young children, the elderly and those with weakened immune systems or respiratory ailments. But particulate matter can even affect healthy individuals. Based on the size, particulate matter is often divided into two groups. The first is PM10, which contains particles with sizes ranging from 2.5 to 10 micrometers. The other fraction contains PM2.5, which is 2.5 micrometers in diameter. To put it into perspective, PM2.5 is 30 times thinner than a strand of hair, which on average is 70 micrometers. It is invisible to the naked eye and since it is microscopically small, it can penetrate the lungs. Most of the total mass of airborne particulate matter is usually made up of fine particles ranging from 0.1 to 2.5 micrometers, which is why they pose such a huge health risk.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Get set for the epic box office clash. It's going to be a long weekend coming up with Christmas on Monday. And that's why you've got SRK's Donkey, much awaited film, and also from the south, Prabhas's Salar squaring off. Now, this is going to be an epic clash, but who's got the edge? If you look at essentially the pre-bookings that are happening, we'll tell you in this report. I'm leaving you with this one. Thanks for watching.
One weekend, two big releases.
I want to go to lavatory. I want to go to lavatory.
D in December surely stands